What's up, ladies and gentlemen, Canadian Guy here, and hopefully I wasn't... Sorry, I was a little bit late. I do apologize. For some reason, my timer wasn't right, but my timer should be right now. Let me just make sure that the volume is good. That might be a little loud. I just saw the audio meter for it go skyrocket. I was like, nah, that's loud. So, what's up, guys? Canadian Guy here, and I am back for the final time this year. Well, maybe not this year, but back before we do the New Year's holiday, I am back with the Spyro 3 randomizer because, you know, I'll be honest with you. After the news that I dropped in the video today, I felt this was appropriate. I thought it was appropriate. Boy howdy. The news that dropped in today's video, we'll talk about it in a second, because to me, it was hysterical. I don't even know where to begin with just how silly it was. Oh, it's already ruffled feathers. Already. It like, genuinely, it was... When I read that, it was one of the most anticlimactic but also like exciting things that I had seen in a very, very long time. And I thought it was hysterical. Genuinely. I thought it was so funny to see something just so, I don't want to say flat, but I also don't know how else to describe it. I don't know how else to describe it. It was just like, yeah, and bang, there it is. That was it. It was like, oh, that's it? That was, okay, I guess. It was just, it wasn't like, ooh, you know, secret image discovered, or, ooh, you know, spicy interview revealed. No, it was just like, and plop. There it is. Hi, Sierra. All right, let me just make sure that the, how's the volume? Is it too loud, too quiet? Let me know. And again, sorry I'm a little bit later tonight. I had to do some last second Christmas shopping. So, no, you did not, Toys World. You did not miss much at all. Here's the LinkedIn page. There you go. That was basically, it was just like, and plop, there it is. It's like, wow. There it is. And of course, people have already tried to argue about it already. People have sat there and have already tried to like debunk it and try to give reasons for it, which it doesn't make sense. They're like, oh, it's probably for Rumble. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, then why doesn't it say Rumble? Like, why doesn't it just say Rumble?
Yay! My portal is working. I'll see you at the beach.
It just, the mental gymnastics to go through. This part I never played random for this game. How random is it? So basically, I believe it's the egg totals are randomized. The location of the eggs are randomized, and money bags' amounts are also randomized. The color is randomized. The names are randomized. So sometimes you'll find eggs just sitting in the middle doing nothing. And I go, that was easy. And other eggs are a lot more hidden. So there's a lot of stuff that's just thrown around. But yes, this is reason why I'm streaming today is because I'm not going to be streaming all the way until New Year's Eve, which I may miss. I don't know. I may miss it. I'm not sure. I don't understand the logic. I don't understand the logic behind, oh, it was just for Rumble. What's a senior environment? What's a senior concept artist working on Rumble all the way into March? Am I in Crazy Town? Oh, found an egg. Molly! Like, I literally felt sometimes when people are talking to me and about debunking it, I literally feel like I am King Triton from the SpongeBob movie. Where am I in Crazy Town? That's what it feels like. It drives me nuts. What am I in Crazy Town? Sorry, King Neptune, that's right. I don't get it. I don't understand how it can be dismissed as nothing. Because here's the steps. Here's the steps. Because I've lived through it 3 times. Step 1, it doesn't exist. Stop talking about it. It's proven it exists. Okay, it exists, but it's probably going to be bad. So, who cares? And the step 3 is, it's bad due to my subjective point of view, even though every other element tells that it's actually good. I determine it as bad, there go, it's bad, therefore I'm right.
Without armor, those enemies are...
I'm just like, my eye! Ah! Because that's what happened with Rumble. Not happening, not happening, not happening. Well, that's not what I wanted. It's going to be bad anyway, so who cares? It's like, please, just, like, punch me in the eye. I think it would be good once we get an official trailer and release date. Yeah, absolutely. I think that I really hope that we're given a longer advertisement cycle. I really do. Again, it's going to be fake until it's real, and even when it's real, it's going to be, well, it's going to be bad anyway, so who cares? Or if the trailer comes out, they'll say, okay, it's probably going to get canceled. And it's just like, man, it's like the most cynical point of view you could possibly have. And it's so just like, it's like sand in my eyes. Like, could you just not? I couldn't have predicted they would have said Rumble because that seems like a take that exists, but it really is so obviously wrong. Yeah, it's... To be contrarian, like, fine, if you don't want, like, that's fine, but for those who do, go, yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, fine. Why are you in my, if you're in my video comments, why? Like, why are you here? Why are you so angry?
Well, if it isn't...
All right, how much? Yeah, see? It's only 210 gems. It's like, why are you here? If you genuinely don't believe Spyro exists, why are you clicking this video and commenting on it? Mind-blowing. And also to be told it means nothing. I'm sorry. Does someone saying I was working on Spyro in our year of 2022 to 2024 means nothing at Toys for Bob? I guess it means nothing. Huh? Can someone explain to me? So yeah, at this point, it has literally been like spelled out. At this point, anyone that sits there and like willingly has all this information and says it's not happening, again, barring disaster, it's just all right. Now you're forcing yourself to be a contrarian, and you're gonna be just forcing yourself to be miserable.
You activated the bellows? Maybe I can get the cloud generator working again. The Rhinox must have...
Blows my mind. Gengar! Guess they worked on Reignite console for some form of update in 2022? I saw someone say it's doctored and that this ex-employee of TFB lied on their LinkedIn page, having worked on COD and Spyro during the time TFB was on TFB as a support studio. Oh my goodness. Look up the name! He's got a credit list! Just look it up!
Our son has...
It's doctored. Let me show you a doctor. Listen, and that's also before we even look at anything else, like the leaks, the teases, the unannounced project that, you know, Toby spoke about. The evidence is just so built up. When the game gets announced, I'm gonna feel happy. I'm gonna feel thrilled. Because then I can freely talk about Spyro without people jumping in my comments and screaming and yelling at me. I'm very excited. Where's the Brooklyn Nine-Nine vindication? Next Spyro anniversary will be September, but it's also Crash Bandicoot's 30th anniversary, so it's a little bit of a conflict there. Just a wee bit of conflict.
Now that's what I call a son. Here.
Whee! Hi, Heather. How's it going? I am hoping.
We usually wait.
I am hoping that 2026 is finally the year, which I do believe it will be. But I hope that we are in. I hope that we are in the. That we've been waiting for a long time. Also, let me quickly explain something else. Because people are saying, oh, he's been talking about Spyro for all these years. Yes, I have. Every video that I made from the point of Reignited coming out all the way up to March 2024 or 23. No, it'd be 24. 24. From there to there, it was speculation, right? It was educated speculation, and here's why I believed it. And I gave evidence, and I showed my work, and I showed my work, and I showed my work. And what I found was they were interested, but there wasn't time, and then there's the pandemic, all these crazy things that happened, okay? But then there was a clear tonal shift, especially within my own content. When I got back from PAX, I was like, hey, this is no longer speculation. I am... Oh, yeah, also the Egg Thieves got randomized colors. This is no longer speculation. I can confirm it is in development. But I said it's early. And I said that right away. Hi, Cinefit Sis. How's it going? I'm doing well. How are you? By the way, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays and have a good New Year. The franchise is someone buy their own model and just remodel them. Why do they look so different? So the reasoning that I heard through the grapevine, what I heard through the grapevine was the reason why they made Spyro so square in Skylanders was because the square toys were a lot easier to model and a lot easier for like printing and casting. So they made the model a certain way and more square because it was easier to like print. That's what I heard through the grapevine. I'm not sure. I can't confirm if that's true or not. I heard it from a pretty reputable source, but even for them, it was kind of offhanded. So it was just like, oh, I heard the reason why is because of this. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's what I heard. That the Skylanders Spyro model was easier because when they were making the toys. What's a randomizer? Well, a randomizer places the location of all the eggs differently. It also makes like the value of money bags different. Changes the color of things. So where it was like, oh yeah, there are eggs over here. It's like, nope, now there isn't eggs. Don't worry, I figured it was like some sort of autocorrect or text-to-speech or something. I figured. Okay. There was a few new hires. I did hear about that. There were some hires, but there's also hires going in and out. Is it 100%able? Yes. Yes, it is. It is 100%able. There we go. Got it. Might also explain why the Disney Infinity characters were very angular / blocky designs. Yeah, that's what, you know, I never thought of it, Disney Infinity as well, but it's true. They were also very angular and very, you know, blocky. So it is possible. Well, this egg got moved like 3 inches to the left. Will say I have seen a lot of Skylanders fans look at the Spyro evidence and somehow convince themselves it is a new Skylanders game. So, and not to rain on the parade of Skylanders fans, because I hate to do it, but at the same token of time, my question is that what is Skylanders without the toys? Right? Oh, jeez. Actually, I do have a copy of Dawn of the Dragon because I was gifted. It was gifted to me by Emerald Queen and Elena, and I have specifically a PS3 copy, which is one that I'm very happy to have. So again, big shout out to Elena and Emerald Queen for that gift. Oh, don't die. There we go. All right, now I gotta find 4 gems. Again, the randomizer. The gems are not in their typical spots, but I got a feeling I didn't. Or did I check behind here? I may have. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Let's go see. Yeah, I already checked back here. I do think a Skylander MOBA is possible. I think that is a really, really, really good idea, in my opinion. Not popular, and the best they could do is make NFC cards for new Skylanders. And I don't think they'll do that either. Hey, Star15, how's it going? Thank you so much for stopping by. By the way, shout out to the moderators who are coming in and helping out. I appreciate it. As always, thank you so much for your support, guys, and help. And of course, we won't be live this Thursday or Friday because I will be on holiday. Where? Stat 15? Oh, it's no longer Star 15. It's Stat 15. She's about the numbers now. The numbers and the calculus and the statistics of things. Star is gone. Only numbers now. Oh, I gotta see if I can. I have played the Spyro Game Boy games. I have. 1 or 2 of them. For me, I have a problem with 3D games going 2D. That's kind of my thing of going from 3D and open world to 2D top down. My brain just goes, nah, it doesn't, I don't like it. And I don't like it. So, opinions on the Skylanders. So I can't make any comments on the shows because I did not really watch the shows. I have played through exactly fully 100%ed, or, you know, actually, yeah, no, 100% one Skylanders game, which was Trap Team, which I later found out was apparently a difficult one to choose to 100%. I think that if it had released like 3 or 4 years before, like maybe even 2 years earlier, I think I would have been all over it. But I was kind of just outside of the age group, right? I was just outside of it. Do I have a Discord server? I do have a Discord server. Ah! There we go. Is that it? Oh, come on. If the Spyro game turns out to be an open world on the more lines of Hero's Tale, do you think people will like or hate its concept? I think there's going to be I think that when you have a game like Spyro, and it's going to be outside of a remake, there is no winning. You're not going to win. Everybody, you won't. You're going to have a bunch of people, which, by the way, we just added the Discord link, so if anyone wants to join, it's there. The problem is that you're going to have people who are going to be angry, no matter what, right? It's going to be, oh, I didn't like the reignited art style. Oh, I didn't like the this. Oh, I didn't like the that. I didn't like this. I didn't like that. I didn't like up. I didn't like down. And you're going to get, and people are going to sit there and say, well, I love Spyro, and because it's slightly different, I'm going to make complaints about it. So, round one, first things first, you're not going to win. You are not going to win. You are not going to win. They're not going to win. You're not going to win. You're going to get people upset, disappointed about certain aspects. But you're also going to get people hyped and excited. I think that if there are going to be like some significant changes, that they should front load all the familiar stuff in the advertising and then slowly introduce some of the newer stuff for later on. But in the advertising in the first trailer, just not trick people into thinking that it's like a one-to-one original game, but front load a lot more of the classic stuff with some sprinkled new stuff in, and then as time goes on, be like, hey, you know, there's also this one cool thing that we have, and actually there's two cool things, and, you know, kind of roll with that. Yeah, as long as the charm and whimsy is there, it'll bang. Yeah, that's, yeah. Needs an increased difficulty compared to OG with the more precise platforming and challenging combat. I do think that there is, gamers nowadays are a little bit more proficient than they were in the past. There you are! Good gravy, found it. I found it! The one gem! Took long enough, jeez Louise. Ow, ow, ow. And we're gonna exit now. Sail away! Oh. Ow. Excuse me. Merry Christmas to you as well. By why Spyro Red? It's the randomizer. The randomizer changes Spyro's color randomly. It's flame. Alright, so we're just going to kind of rip through here real quickly. We're not going to 100% it because, well, we don't have access to Sergeant Bed yet.
Rhinox are running rampant around here, but I can't get anyone out.
Was there Christmas? There is a Christmas level. I know that. For Reignited. Oh yeah, and the music is randomized too. Oh. Egg. Graphic style. Honestly, just reignited with a better render distance and 60 FPS. And I'm happy. But I also made the comparison before, and also Paul Yan had mentioned something akin to it. Kana Bridge of Spirits, I think. I think Kana Bridge of Spirits is going to be a great, like, a great base for Spyro 4, I believe. My opinion on Cinder is, mixed, but has potential. I think her voice actor, especially in Dawn of the Dragon, isn't doing her any favors. Her voice acting in Dawn of the Dragon was not good. The second game was much better. The first game was kind of just fine.
Here, take.
I still gotta finish Kana Bridge of Spirits. I still gotta finish it. I'm gonna be seeing if I get my holiday game first, though. I asked for Christmas. My Spyro video is getting a whole bunch of links from external websites. Oh boy. Typically that means it's been posted somewhere. Where to get posted? What happened? Hold on. Where did it get reposted? Where'd it go? No. Hold on. Where did it get reposted? Not thieves. Just being like, because hang on a second. I just need to do something real quick. I'm just curious. Hey, Super Luigi Days, how's it going? Can you believe this guy? Yeah, seriously, I was just like. So, the Shiny Canuck was originally my Canadian Guy A Plays channel that kind of wasn't really going anywhere, and I wasn't really interested in making content for it. And I needed an outlet for Pokemon because I do enjoy Pokemon. I do. And Oh, yeah, I guess it was. I think it was posted on our Spyro. Oh, I don't even want to. Yep. So somebody basically took the screenshots from my video and posted on Reddit. So
While I was gone?
I was just like, yeah, I don't want to look. I don't want to look because Reddit hates me. They tear me apart over everything. And I'm like, man, if I ever felt nice about myself, all I gotta do is just look on Reddit about me and proceed to just feel sad for a week. And I wish I was kidding. That's it. That place hates me. So if I ever want to feel like, I want to feel sad, there's a nice dedicated place. If I ever felt confident in my work or in myself, I just need to look on Reddit, look up my name, and then cry. Therapist, so what brings you into it? You Reddit?
If you want a quick summary of your progress in a world,
I've given up, tried defending myself over it. I've given up. I'm just like, I'm never going to be seen as good or kind or nice or whatever over there. So you know what? I'm just not going to ruin my own Christmas, and I'm just going to avoid Reddit, even though my thing has been reposted on there. I'm just going to avoid it because it is habas no buenos. It is. But yeah, see, the eggs that were originally there, because there's an egg typically over in the corner there, it wasn't there. Would you say hairs affect you, or you learn to ignore them? It depends on the day, and it depends on the subject. When somebody... So, I'll give you the type of hater that doesn't bother me is somebody that does something like this. This does not bother me at all. This does not bother me at all. This makes me laugh for a long time. So that hate, nah, doesn't bother me at all. I find that hilarious. Take care, Cinder Fitzies. Thank you so much, Cinder Fitzies. Thank you so much for stopping by. What's your mustache to do with anything? I don't know. Maybe my mustache bothers them at night. Maybe they sit there and they toss and turn as Francois looks at them and says, "Oh, you will never grow something like me." And they wake up in cold sweats. He's like, go get a girlfriend. I don't think my wife would like that. I think last time I checked, that makes spouses angry. A pre-mustache fan, a pre-stash fan. just too wee for them. Francois. How have I learned to combat the haters? You kind of do and don't, depending on the mood of your day. Really? Sometimes you're having like a deep, dark day, and then you come across a hater, and it's just like, you know, one that just gets you deep, and you kind of just sit there, you know, feeling quite bad about it. And it happens. I'd be lying if I said it didn't. It happens. And then other times, you feel confident in yourself and you feel fine, and a hater comes along saying some of the most obnoxious, horrible thing about you, and you just swat them off and forget about it the next day. Right? So, oh, my wife laughed. My wife thought it was hilarious. It's...
Oh, hi, Spyro. Some
Oh,
of
hi,
my seal
Spyro.
friends are trying to take down a Rhinoc fortress. I'm about to go and lend a foot. I love the smell of...
So it's hard. It is hard. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it never bothers me. No, it bothers me. Random trolls don't bother me. It's people that are in the community. People that are like, you know, frequent posters, frequent art posters, getting hate from people who are like active in the community. It bothers me. It does. It bothers me. I've seen comments from respected creators about me that was hurtful.
Hi, Sheila. The Rhinocs have built...
Right? Those are the ones that sting, right? From artists, people that are like, people I admire their art, and then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, I'm on Twitter, or someone sends me something or whatnot, and it's a comment saying something horrible about me, and it's someone I respect, and those are the type of comments and the things that are said that I'll get subtweeted and mocked, and I try not to think about it. But when it's from someone that I respect, or at least someone I know in the community, that hurts. Right? So that's, those are the worst haters, or when the people that go like, oh wow, I really like their work on this, and I have respect for them, and then they turn around and say something terrible, and it's about you that feels bad. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess the respect is not mutual. It's kind of why sometimes, like, outside of streaming, I will admit, I sometimes become a bit of a shut-in, where I don't socialize as much as I used to. I don't collaborate sometimes because I would collaborate, and I'm not saying anyone in specific, because I've collaborated with some people that have just been absolutely amazing, and then others who I found out were saying some things about me, and it hurts, right? So that's, that's that, right? But what can you do, right? What can you do? You just Smile, try your best. I have not played the fan game. I have not played that fan game yet. I have heard about it, though.
My plan worked!
Also, I don't know if anybody's interested or if anybody's going.
Oh, I forgot.
Having said that, if anyone is going to PAX East this year, PAX East, I'm going to be going this year, as I usually do. But there is a chance that I might be hosting a panel, a 1-hour panel talking about, of course, Spyro. And it would be kind of talking about like the history of Spyro from his early development days to his Insomniac release to the awkward middle years of Enter the Dragonfly, Hero's Tale, and then, you know, eventually ending with Reignited and hopefully perhaps a little bit more information about 4. So, yeah, I am going to be hosting a panel, and if anybody is going.
We had a dragon egg for you, but we used it to test...
If anybody is going, it's in Boston in March. If anybody is going, and I do get the panel, which I haven't gotten approved for it yet. I've applied for it. I haven't approved for it yet. But I've applied for it. I think it might also be live streamed. I thought I heard about that. Shoot. Dang it. Oof. Yeah, I don't know if it's live streams or if there's a video, because if you can't catch it, I'll be, like I said, it's going to be an hour long. Switching to the D-pad now. Now, when you switch to the D-pad, you know things are serious. Ah. There we go. Ow. Oh, come on! Does my wife share the same enthusiasm for Crash and Spyro with me? No, no. That's okay. That is a-okay. I also don't share all the enthusiasm that she has about things. She has an appreciation for the original games because she played them when she was a kid. But I would say my wife is more of a Crash fan than she is a Spyro fan, which is perfectly a-okay, because she only played the Game Boy Advance games for Spyro. I think she played Season of Ice, I think, but she played Warped and because she only had access to games that she could get from Goodwill. And I think she played Warped and maybe something else. I can't remember, but Warped was her favorite. And, you know, so she's very much into the classics. She had a hard time with 4, but she still enjoyed it.
Challenge.
The thing is about Enter the Dragonfly is that Enter the Dragonfly didn't really have, like, I know it sounds blunt, but Enter the Dragonfly didn't really have, like, too many original ideas, really. Like the breaths, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure that idea in, like, Power Up has been done to death, right? So it, you know, even if Toys for Bob decided to do that, you know, I don't think it's too much of theft because it really wasn't that original to begin with, right? If that makes sense. Oh no, you got a game on, like, gaming on a budget is a real struggle right now, because especially like in Canada, in the States it's not much better, but in Canada it is over $100 for a new game, right? Which is like insane. Oh yeah, no, I have. David can get to David. Why is Sparks upside down?
Pluto was ever lost.
No, they've been. You know, David can rip through Spyro by himself. In Crash Bandicoot 4, he can get all the way to Engine by himself with no help from me, which is kind of crazy. Let me see here. What do you look forward to in 2026? Spyro 4. I'll be honest with you. In 2026, I am just looking forward to a better year. Because I'm going to be honest, this was not a great year for me. In a lot of ways, 2025 has been a year full of strife and problems, and you know, a lot of things not going my way, and it has been, for me overall, a bit of a letdown and disappointment. And between, so I think I can, you know, I'll share about this now. I'm, you know, all I'm going to say is I had said back when the Game Awards happened that someone in my family had passed away. So it was my grandmother who passed away. In a like 1 week span, I can't even remember all the terrible things that happened, but the two things that I can definitely remember that happened is within a week, I lost my dog. My dog was taken away due to a very, very silly matter, and I was almost arrested. I wasn't, of course, because the owners were flip-floppy about his original owners were flip-floppy about the ownership, and were flip-floppy until they found a house that could take a dog, and they turned around and said, okay, we want the dog back now. And I tried to say, no, you can't do that, and eventually the dog got taken away from me, and then less than a week later my grandmother passed away. So it was not a very good month, week. Oh, and my wife's uncle is currently sick too, and we'll have to go and see him in January. So it might even delay my comeback for a week, right? So I might have to, like, I know I typically come back around my birthday, but that may be different this year because, again, the only time that we have available to be able to go see him is in January. So right after my birthday. So we're gonna have my birthday, and then we're gonna have to take a trip down, and it's all just like a giant amalgamation of 2025 being just awful. No birthday stream? I don't know. I hope so. I might do a birthday stream. I might do like a January 9th stream. Maybe I'll do it on the 9th. I might be able to pull off the birthday stream and then I have to travel and then come back. We'll see. I don't want to, you know, I think we would do the birthday stream and then we would leave. So, yeah, it has not, like I said, 2025 has been like, hey, why don't I just kick you while you're down? It's like, no thanks, I would like to not, okay, and just get kicked over and over and over and over. Yeah, seriously, it's like, Al, can you just stop kicking me everywhere? Please. It's like, bird. It's like this hurts. I'd like for you to stop hitting me. Yeah, it has not been fun. It's just, as a kid, stop kicking me, please. So 2025 is a year that I could totally forget. It could just be a haze that never happened. And we could just skip right to, you know, better days. Hang on. I think I gotta go back to Sheila, which is this way. Let's get the winner all here too. Yep. Now I'm hoping 2026 is gonna be better. I'm hoping. Because there are things that are being like set up and lined up for like things personally and professionally that I'm excited for, that I'm hoping will happen. Because if they happen, you know, I'll be like, ah, life is swell. I find Sheila's thing. Jeez. Brain, if I can remember, it'd be great. But yeah, I'd be like, life is swell again. The birds are chirping. Sheila's up here. Oh, my neck. Forgot about the secret cave. How did I introduce my kids into gaming? Well, kind of simple. All I really did was I literally sat them on my lap and played games. That's it. Like, when my wife is like, oh, you know, I need to quickly put dinner together. Can you hold them for a few minutes? Sure. And I'm playing a game. I just sit them on my lap and play the game. And, you know, show them the controller. And they, you know, they're touching it and they're getting a feel for it. And they think it's cool. And then eventually they want to play. Why is it always one? Why is it always one gem? All right. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, take a little break, stretch my legs. I will be right back. So I do miss the days of Toddler David barging in during streams. I know! I do too. There are things that, man, there are things that I look back and I forget, and I'm like, oh, my little babies. My little babies are growing up. They're too old. They're too old. I don't want them to grow up. I want them to stay my little buddies forever. But I'm not allowed to have that. Hold on a second here. I'll be back. I'm just gonna quickly stretch my legs, grab a drink. We'll be back. Oh, my legs. My legs. We are back. I apologize. But hey! Elena donated $50. $5 from Grandma. Thank you. Treat yourself for Christmas or birthday, CG. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Elena. As always, thank you for the love and support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, sorry. Took a little longer than expected because as I was sitting here, you know, minding my business, suddenly I hear upstairs, doof, 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 doof. And it's a kid that's awake. I'm like, it's way past their bedtime. Now, for those who don't know, we celebrate and open up our gifts on Christmas Eve morning. Now, the reason why we do that is, again, a lot of people don't know, my daughter was born on Christmas Day. So, to help with all of that, what we do is we open our gifts and celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas Day, it's Hope's birthday. And we make sure that Hope is celebrated and on her birthday. So, for our kids, tonight is Christmas Eve. And they are vibrating in excitement. They are vibrating. They're like, they are excited for tomorrow. There's They are vividly excited for tomorrow. And I find it cute and hilarious. But I go up there and I can hear them still walking around and I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, nothing. There's the one. Thank you. They're like, nothing. I'm just trying to sleep. It's like, no. So, it looks like the rumor for Crash Bandicoot at the moment is that it's actually going to be a theatrical release. So, is there an Xbox thing next month? Yes, there is.
Let's head on over to the balloon.
To das Balloon. Yeah. Das Balloon.
Balloon's all ready, sir. Just jump on.
Here we go. It's time to fight the dark souls of Spyro. Bum 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 bum. Buzz. The most difficult boss of all. All the humanity.
Listen carefully, you stupid girl. I'm only going to ask you one more time. Why haven't you disposed of that infernal dragon?
I've tried to scare him off, Your Highness. But he's just not afraid of anything.
Not afraid? Not afraid? Why have I been training you all these years? Use some magic! Here's a spell book. Whip up a monster and eliminate him.
Kill him?
I don't care what you do, you useless brat, as long as you get rid of him.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. This ought to do it. You, come here.
Here we go.
When I heard the sorceress was planning to ambush you, I got here as fast as I could. No worries, though. This wussy green toad will be no match for the two of us.
Here we go. Let's do it. I have not seen the new Zootopia movie. We might go on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, this is my son's first Christmas. He is 4 months old. Aww, I always love that. It's one of my favorites. It's not until about like 3, 4, like when they're 3, when it's Christmas, is when they start to get it. Because when they are so young, they're like, okay, yeah, I'm fine. I don't understand this. And like right now, my 3-year-old, he's sleeping soundly, but he's gonna wake up. He's gonna be like, wait, what? I get gifts? And it's gonna be so much fun. The music does not fit. I can't remember which one this one is. Is this Crystal Islands? No. Maybe? No, it's Mushroom Speedway. Yes, there we go. Newton, I just said at the same time. Well, on my end. There was a delay. Ooh. I think that's GG. Yes, it is. GG. All right. And here comes Bianchi.
Okay, Dragon. You've managed to survive longer than I expected. But you haven't the slightest idea what sort of dangers lie ahead of you. I suggest you grab your cat friend and whatever eggs you found and hightail it back home while you still can. I'm telling you this for your own good, you know.
Ah, the pots are also different colors. Interesting. I remember David used to be calmed down by Spyro music when he was a kid. When he was a wee little baby, I'd be sitting there and I'd be playing. He was crying, and I had Reignite Dark Hollow music playing, and he'd come right down and just stand and watch. And he'd just be like, whoa. Crash Bandicoot calmed my son down because I was playing Crash a lot when my wife was pregnant with him. This way. Those. You guys hear that? That was weird. It sounds like, you know, like a laser beam of some kind. Stuart! Stuart! Time for a rest. So we got them to fall asleep too. That's awesome. But sometimes the eggs are harder to find. Sometimes they're just laid out in front of you. Nan! I can wrap gifts. I can do it. I'm pretty okay at wrapping. I'm like, so I always make the joke where I have to tell everyone, all right, everyone get your complimentary. I might actually do that tonight. Oh my gosh. I know what I'm gonna give all the siblings and all the children. I am going to gift everybody a 3D printed complimentary like present opener. Because my mom, the way she wraps presents is like it's like all the corners are so sharp and so tight that you're like digging at it with your nails to try to dig something open. And it's just like, it's awful. It's terrible. And my mom's wrapping is so neat and tight. It takes so long for everyone to unwrap gifts because of my mom. You hear that sound effect? You hear that? It's like, yo. Anyway, my sister raps like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't know if I've ever seen my dad rap. I think my dad's rapping is equivalent to like a car accident.
Spyro.
And Patooey. Patooey. This way. Haka Patooey. Is it hard work? No. It's more like, because it's more difficult for plan. It is hard because you have to plan birthdays a certain way. It's really frustrating in terms of like trying to plan a party. So we typically will celebrate Hope's party in February so that all of her friends can come over. Because it's not fun, you know, to have all your friends basically no-show because either they're on Christmas vacation or the parents can't afford a gift and so they feel guilty and they don't come. You know, there's all these reasons as to why people don't come. And one year we tried to celebrate her birthday so close to Christmas, and
when you see a...
nobody came. It was just my parents and us and Hope, and that was it. And Hope's little heart was was kind of broken. So we adjusted it so that she has her birthday day, and then in February when it's been like, okay, the all clear, then it's like, all right, now we can make sure her friends are there and everyone is there, then we'll have a party, right? And you know, luckily she was young enough so that she wasn't quite getting it yet, but she was just old enough to realize it's my birthday. Where is everybody? This is kind of sad. Oh, look, cake, right? So it was, you know, but we knew, we were like, hey, if we ever do this again, we got to make sure that we do this right. All right. How much is it to free Sergeant Bird?
Ah, my good friend Spyro.
How much is it? 310 gems? Of course.
What a sucker. That is, it's a far, far better thing you do today, Spyro, than you have ever done, and, well, so forth, etc. You get the idea.
Sergeant Bird, 90068. Awaiting orders, sir.
I think you'll have to find your commanding officer for that. Hey, what are those things?
These are the latest military hardware. DBX-9 rocket launchers, state-of-the-art.
So why didn't you use them to escape?
Because I have limited ammo, and I wanted to conserve it. For this. Say, where'd you come from? I thought dragons had all been dead for 1,000 years or something.
Well, the rumors of our extinction were slightly exaggerated. We just wanted a little peace and quiet.
Well, if it's peace and quiet you want, you should stay clear of my homeworld for a bit. I reckon I'll be blowing up Rhinox for weeks. Cheerio!
Pip, pip, cheerio. All right, so before we even do this, hold on a second. Oh, this is kind of cool. Want to show you guys something real quick, and I know we're kind of sidetracked a little here, but take a look at this. Pokemon, but make it dark fantasy. The Yveltal. That is so cool. Give me this game. Gimme. Pokemon Legends something. Give me this. Yeah, I want this. Give me it. Give me it. I want it. My money. Pokemon. My wallet. Here it is here. Take it. Take it. Wallet. Take it. The camera keeps rotating away. Like, that is so cool. The whole paycheck. Whole paycheck. Done. Gimme. I want it. Give it to me. Gimme. Might be the portal. Buzz's City. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's go Sunrise Spring. Okay. I love art of Pokemon so much. Oh, yeah. Pokemon art is so cool. Again, I've said it once, I said it again. Pokemon with an element of danger. So cool. I love it. Here we go. I don't know if the randomizer adjusts the speedway or not. The music. I'll go time attack. So it's not often I'm able to pull out the Sparks impression. But once in a while. Sparks has evolved into Magenta Spurks. Spurks! The butterfly. Aww. Hello there. General Kenobi. Alright. Next one we're going to do is Race to Butterflies. Yeah, the two impressions that I can do relatively decently between the two franchises I cover is... And yes, it's time to go. Engine, He likes to rock! This way. I'm interested in what the music is going to sound like. I'm very interested. Actually, there is low-key a video that came out by a smaller content creator that really went under the radar because I think the video only got like, it didn't get that many views, especially with how well it was made. And it was them interviewing Stuart Copeland relatively recently, and him giving, you know, talking about making the music for Spyro, and you know, how fun it was, and how even nowadays he still returns back. He says whenever he's trying to look for a piece in the song that he's orchestrating, he always adds in a do 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 do. He goes that melody, he goes, is genius. He goes, whenever I'm conducting something and it needs something new, he goes, the amount of times I go back to do 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 do. No, it was an interview with it was strictly an interview with Stuart Copeland. Hang on a second. Dr. Cortex, I already have a rocket. Why are you gifting me another one for Christmas? That's the one on your head. On my head? What rocket? Still one of my favorite. What rocket? Oh, never mind. 11 out of 10. Loved it. 10 out of 10. I got to find the video. There it is. Yeah. So the video was by Score Circuit.
Under the pressure.
Yeah, here we go. 1.4 thousand views. May 23rd, 2025. It's a 20-minute video, and it's a well-edited video.
Absolutely unexpectedly, you also get quality. You haven't got time for judgment or doubt. The best music I've written was for Spyro and Equalizer, and other times when I've been under the gun.
This is Stuart Copeland. You might know him from a little band called...
Yep, the Police.
Stuart is one of the most...
And there, you know, it's him talking about working with a live orchestra, and then eventually he gets to talking about Spyro and conducting stuff. So, yeah, Score Circuit. Again, I don't know how this was under the radar, but it was. I discovered this back in. I had the timestamp here, quite literally, November 20th, at 5:06 p.m. because it's where I saved it, and I was just like, wait, what? Like, how did this slip under the radar? How did this slip under everyone's radar, right? Like, we're coming up to almost, and it's well edited and it's well put together. It's a great video, right? And it's how Stuart Copeland became a classical composer. Great video. I highly suggest you should go check it out. Okay, now we're gonna go to Toasty Lagoon. Toasty Lagoon.
Rhinox are running.
Rhinox! Toasted the glooms. How's the babies, Cage Spyro fan? How's the babies? And the husband, and the family, and Kia, everybody. Have you ever thought about being a voice actor for video games? Sure. But I wouldn't say that I'm, like, you know, trained or anything. It's just, you know, busting out a voice and then figuring it out. I tried out exactly for one game, just some game, and I didn't hear a call back, and I was just like, yeah, well, all right, that's fine. Just for kicks and giggles. The problem is that whatever I voice, it would have to be probably like a silly voice. I couldn't just do my natural, regular, normal voice, I don't think. I don't think a lot of people would be interested in my just regular, normal voice. Not that I think my voice is bad, I just think my voice is just fine. I think it's fine. It's not particularly, like, you know, stands out or is, you know, overly offensive. But I think if I were to voice anything, it would have to be a silly voice, right? That would kind of be where my range would probably be most comfortable. Feels are great. They can't sleep due to Christmas.
Spyro, you're just in time. I saw 2 egg thieves run through this door. Well, actually, they paid me to guard their hideout, but...
Yeah. 175 gems. I got a feeling that the gem rates are going to get... The gem rates are going to get me later. Excuse
Are
me.
you the dragon looking for all those eggs? Because I saw a shifty-looking character with one.
Quick, do an impression of a Canadian doing a Canadian accent. Well, how's it going, E? Oh, yeah, E. It's one big beaver. Oh, yeah, E. Get out of here, loser. That just very, you know, very, very stereotypical Canadian accent. Oh, yeah. Get him! Got him. I love it when one gets sick. You're like, oh no.
Hey, there goes another one. He was really fast. Maybe if I activate the supercharge, you'll be able to...
Give me the supercharge. Let's go. Oh yeah, I got the subscriber notification back working again. It's been a hot minute since we've gotten the new subscriber notification going. Is the Boobliga. Get him! Murder him! Cause him great harm and strife! Horn in the butt! No. Death to egg thieves. Horn in the rumpus. No. Okay. Horn up the gluteus rumpus of Maximus. There we go. I mean, the moose from Brother Bear is kind of like the stereotypical moose, the stereotypical Canadian. Which I believe is voiced by the guys that play Bob and Doug McKenzie. not a bear. Oh, sure, eh? You're one big beaver. You're one big beaver. I believe so. I remember when I was a kid. Hold on. Moose from Brother Bear voices. Yep. The hilarious Canadian moose duo Rut and Took in Disney's Brother Bear were voiced by the iconic comedy pair Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas, which is Rut and Took. Yeah. Yeah, are Bob and Doug McKenzie and Brother Bear. Happy holidays to you as you, Dylan J. Fox. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And I hope you are well and doing well. One second here. Hold on. What is this guy talking about? How's that? Sorry. Oh, it's person commenting, but it was just a weird random comment that threw me off a bit. But yeah, no, they're No, even if I move to a different country, I'm still Canadian, right? I'm born and raised Canadian. You can't, you can't pull the Canadian out from me, right? So even if I were to move to the States or go wherever, I'm still. Aw, thank you, Crayons. Things, I appreciate that. I just want to pop in and let you know you're doing a wonderful job. Wishing you and your family a beautiful Christmas. As to you as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I'm excited for 2026. I'm hoping. I got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping that 2026 is the year. I'm hoping. I'm hoping like this is it. And you know what? I have to finish. Do I have to finish the Sergeant Bird mission first? Ugh. Jeez, fine. I'm tired of the negativity, and as I said, at this point, if people are still sitting there and saying, "Oh, it's seethe and cope," it's like, you know what? Go right ahead. Just go right ahead at this point, because it's like, at this point, got to run a plane crash for late October, and it took me a. Yeah, Crash 4 is definitely hard. It's fun, though. Hard and fun. Alright, 1 second here. Randomizer is going well. Randomizer is going pretty good, but now I have to go back and deal with Sergeant Bird. I have a live streams of going through it and getting the 100%.
I have to train the hummingbirds. They must be in peak physical condition if we're going to take on the sorceress.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. I think after this mission,
the situation is this.
we're gonna go into I don't think that they're gonna make Spyro 4 as difficult as like Crash Bandicoot 4. I wouldn't mind a little extra challenge, but I also wouldn't mind like certain areas being more difficult. But for it overall to be relatively, you know.
Thank you,
I can't
sir.
believe Mason is 10. That's wild. That is wild. It felt like yesterday when he was, what, 5? 4 or 5. Felt like yesterday when we were talking about it. And then you're like, yeah, he's 10. And I'm like, ah! Like, that's wild. Oh, no. I mean, people already called Spyro Dark Souls with Buzz in this game, which is, like boy, howdy. I don't think they're going to be touching Enter the Dragonfly, if I'm going to be completely honest. Ah, it's rough, Caroline. I'm sorry. Is that...
Sir, I've captured the end.
See, the grades are a little bit weird. Not weird. I don't want to say weird. The grading is a bit different because... I mean, in my local
Sir,
area,
the Rhinox have...
there was like... So in my local area, it was typically like junior kindergarten to grade 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and then high school. But then there are places now that are junior kindergarten to grade 8, and then there were some places that when I was a kid, it was junior kindergarten to grade 3 and then grade 4 to 8, right? So there were some schools that did it a little bit different, and now I'm hearing just different places doing different, like, oh, you know, grade 5, grade 4, or, you know, like I said, for me it was grade 3, and then you moved to grade 4, which was a different school. Which is a little bit sad because they actually tore down my middle school. They tore it down so they could build condos.
Request permission to cheer, sir. Hippie
That's cool. See, it's kind of weird for middle because it's only like 3 like age groups, right? I had a video talking a little bit about the Crash Fortnite rumors, or at least talking about it, and it's kind of, I've kind of put it on the back burner because it was the news that I found, or because I was running out of time. I was completely running out of time to get videos done. I have 2 other videos I still gotta get done that I gotta try to squeeze in between the holidays. Maybe like at night after I get the kids down to sleep. Then I gotta go over and try to get some of them done. I suppose that makes sense. In terms of like the timing. Is there weird tween transition teen years? I can see that, yeah. It makes sense. There we go.
Mission accomplished. It's great to have you back, sir.
Nice. Nick. Neck. Yeah, I'm still wondering what is going on with that, with the CTR2, like, thing. I don't know what's going on, so... by the way, guys, we will not be streaming again until closer to the new year. So this will be the last stream for, and I'm going to try to stream on the new year. I have something planned that day, but I'm going to see if I might start late. It might be starting like around like 10 o'clock maybe to ring in the new year. But I will not be streaming this Friday or Saturday. Or I won't be. Let me just take a quick look at the calendar. So I will not be streaming this Thursday or Friday. And then Wednesday night into Thursday is probably going to be kind of late. And then probably we'll be back for the 8th or 9th. I think. We'll have to see. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely gotta wrap the stream out just a little bit early tonight, just because I still gotta finish wrapping presents because we're opening our gifts tomorrow. So I gotta finish wrapping presents, and I gotta wrap my wife's presents, who is a big snoop. Q&R time? Not quite yet. Actually, yeah. Let's do Q&R. Let's do a 15-minute Q&R and wrap it up right at 10:30 my time because, as I said, I still need to wrap presents. I still need to wrap presents. And I need to, because we are doing our full celebration tomorrow. So, all right. If you guys got any questions, if you want to get access to the Discord, let us know. If you want to support the channel and donate, let us know. There's a link in the description below. And yeah. You get any of the AAA titles from the Game Awards? Only a few have caught my attention. But yeah. The really only a few games that really hit my intrigue. New video was lit. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. There was like I'm losing my train of thought. I apologize. The badge one looks, yeah, absolutely. what do you think Spyro 4 will be like, or what will they bring from the other Spyro games? I think that the new Spyro game is going to need to have a combination of both new content and classic content, and making it feel new but familiar. And it's going to really... It's really going to be a challenge to be able to get that right balance. And I'm sure that Toys for Bob will be the perfect candidates to do it. Was why Spyro 4 didn't get picked up before was because Reignited Trilogy's numbers were lacking at first? No. No. I think timing is ultimately the biggest nemesis to the gaming industry. You have to realize that when it comes to developing games, and it's something that I'm learning too, is when you're developing titles and when you're developing games, sometimes interest and wanting to do it doesn't equal necessarily to it actually happening unless it goes down to the proper people. So the first thing that you have to realize is that Crash Bandicoot 4 started before Spyro, right? So after Insane, Toys for Bob was tasked on making the next Crash title. And what happened was that when they started, they said, you know what? Let's flip it around and let's go and do Spyro first, and then we'll resume Crash afterwards. And what happened was that after Crash Bandicoot 4, there was plans on doing the next Crash game. But then COVID happened. And COVID caused such a massive problem and issue, and it was not... we're still feeling it now, and people will sit there and they laugh and say, oh yeah, whatever. No. Oh. Well, somebody already posted a Spanish PlayStation site just posted Toys for Bob is developing Spyro 4 since last year. An artist from the studio accidentally revealed it on his LinkedIn, and they didn't give credit, which is kind of, you know, Insiders actually confirmed it's coming. Huh? What, today? Gaming leaks and rumors. Did they post? Was it my video they reposted? Yes, that
It's Spyro. It's
okay. So there's another Reddit post that's tweeting it. What insider? Oh, the gamer tweeted it. Let's see here. Oh. We got one article so far tweeted about it or spoke about it. Oh geez, a few have. My Nintendo News reported on it. Wolf's Gaming Blog. Hold on. let's quickly flick this over for a second. This is today's video. Yeah, it feels good. By Joshua Robertson. Yeah, OG account 2834. Who's reporting it now? All right. For a while now, rumors have been flying about what exactly Crash Bandicoot and Spyro developer Toys for Bob is currently working on. Now it's going independent. We know that Xbox and Activision are both heavily involved, as admitted by studio head Paul Yan, and there's been whispers of potential Spyro Dragon revival among insiders. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this was my report. This was my report here. Right, so this was my report there. Toys for Bob itself has been teasing what feels like an imminent Spyro the Dragon announcement, responding to emails from YouTuber Canadian Guy in Purple and adding in a purple box with a question mark inside its own website. They're being awful teases at the moment. Okay, I see what they're saying now. But we finally have what appears to be soft confirmation that something Spyro related is going on at the studio right now. Then they post my video. In a new video by Canadian Guy A, he shares the LinkedIn profile of a former senior concept artist at Toys for Bob called Donald Yatomi, who worked at the studio between August 2022 and March 2024. If you look at the title that Yatomi claims to have worked on during that time, they list Call of Duty, unsurprising given Toys for Bob was brought on as support studio at one point, but they also list Spyro. Now, as pointed out by Canadian Guy A, it's pretty difficult to imagine this referring to anything other than a new Spyro game. Spyro Reignited Trilogy launched all the way back in November 2018, almost 4 years before Yatomi even started working at Toys for Bob, and while there's a slim possibility they could be referring to the Spyro content in Crash Team Rumble, it feels much more likely that Yatomi would probably list the game rather than a character they worked on. It's not really definitive proof that Spyro 4 is in the works over at Toys for Bob. I think it is. But I think this is as close to a confirmation as we're going to get outside an official reveal from the studio itself. Add to this all the teases that Toys for Bob itself has put out into the world and claims from insiders over that time too. It feels like only a matter of time before Spyro joins the likes of Mega Man and comes out of retirement. Boom, that's one. Toys for Bob developer reveals he started working on a new Spyro game last year. Kind of. Since the cat's out of the bag when it comes to new project of Toys for Bob's, one of the developers has revealed on LinkedIn that the company has been working on a new Spyro the Dragon game. David Yatomi, one of the developers at the company, says that he's been working on the project since last year. The company has yet to officially announce what's next for the studio, but it seems like this is it. That's not quite... But... let me see. Was there anybody else that reported on it? Wolf's Gaming Blog. Rumors of a new Spyro game being developed by Toys for Bob have intensified, especially after a LinkedIn profile confirmed Donald Yatomi's work on the title, with industry insiders supporting the claims. Rumors have been swirling for years about the existence of a new Spyro game, and they've coalesced around Toys for Bob. Now, a LinkedIn profile seems to have confirmed that it's real and in development. The information in question was spotted by Zion on X and reported by Canadian Guy on YouTube. Thank you. Donnie Yatomi's been an artist in the video game industry for a long time, including a lengthy stint at Bend Studios as an art director where he shipped Days Gone. On his profile, he lists working at Toys for Bob for 20 months, but the really interesting thing is that during the time he says he's working on Call of Duty, Spyro. Yes. This could, of course, mean anything from the remaster to a completely new entry series. Not really. A new game seems like most likely, as we've seen a few hints pinpointing towards this. Shortly after getting their independence from Microsoft and Activision Blizzard, Toys for Bob changed their logo to distinct purple, which many assumed to be teasing a new Spyro title. Meanwhile, King Guy also said in early 2024 that he had talked to many people within the industry who claimed the new Spyro game was being made by Toys for Bob. Keep in mind that Toys for Bob also said that they're working on a game in partnership with Microsoft. Considering their prior work with the franchise and Microsoft ownership of Spyro, it isn't hard to see why people are hoping the Purple Dragon is coming back. Let me see. And let me just go results anytime the past 24 hours. Was it 15 hours ago? Published 5 hours ago. That's weird. Game Rant, that's a bigger one. Spyro the Dragon could be coming back if a new leak from the social media profile of a former game developer is any indication. Although Spyro the Dragon returned in late 2018 with the launch of Spyro Reignited Trilogy, the iconic Purple Dragon has not seen any new releases from Activision or Toys for Bob ever since. The first Spyro the Dragon game was originally launched on PlayStation. Blah, 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 blah. Toys for Bob's most recent game releases were Spyro the Reignited Trilogy, Crash Bandicoot 4's About Time, and Crash Team Rumble. The majority of Spyro games that have been released were 3D platforming titles that saw the titular Purple Dragon glide and charge his way through various obstacles. We don't need a explanation of who. Former Toys for Bob staffer profile gives Spyro fans hope. Although rumors about a potential Spyro project should be taken with a fine grain of salt, a recently discovered LinkedIn profile could offer a glimmer of hope to fans. According to a December 23rd YouTube video by content creator King Guy, the LinkedIn page for Dahlia Tummy, who worked as the senior concept artist at Toys for Bob from 2022 to 2024, listed the Spyro and Call of Duty franchise as their main contributions during his time there. Before arriving at Toys for Bob, Yutami worked for the Sony subsidiary Bend Studio for over a decade, serving as the principal concept artist and as the art director for the 2019 action title Days Gone. Some of Yutami's listed specialties on his profile include art direction for video game environments and character designs, and previs. Yatomi was laid off from Toys for Bob in early 2024. It is worth noting that while Toys for Bob had become an independent studio in February 2024, Yatomi's tenure began while the studio was still a subsidiary of Activision Blizzard. Additionally, Toys for Bob independence came months after Microsoft's controversial buyout of Activision Blizzard was finalized, with an estimated total of $68.7 billion spent during the acquisition. Despite becoming an independent studio after the fact, Toys for Bob later entered into an agreement with Xbox Game Studios in May 2024 to develop a new game. However, Toys for Bob has remained silent on social media about their next project. While speculative, one possible window that could show off the next Spyro game is not that far off. An Xbox developer direct is planned to go live sometime in January 2026. According to Xbox Games President Matt Booty, while the contents of the next Xbox developer direct are being largely kept under wraps by Microsoft, Booty claimed that Xbox has new 2026 game information that could take more than one episode to cover entirety. The only confirmed studio that will be shown during the next Xbox broadcast is Playground Studios and the developers of the Forza Horizon and Fable series. However, no additional information about Xbox plans was revealed. In the meantime, fans looking for what is for sale. So I'm just kind of like ripping through real quick. I got a message about it from a buddy. May or may not work with a company that makes boxes with X's on them. Not exactly sure what you mean. This Citadel GG. So it looks like a lot of people are picking up on the news, and I'm excited. I'm excited because, you know, being recognized in that way is nice. I'm kind of just like, I think that a lot of people are tired of waiting, and I get it. I totally get it. But at the same token of time, I feel like people also I feel like people are so cynical that they won't allow themselves to feel hope, because if they feel hope, there's a chance it could be dashed. And It sucks. It sucks because then they turn around and yell at other people to not have hope. And I hate that. But it is what it is. So, all right, guys. I do have to get going. I have to get going. I appreciate everyone who watched the video today. Thank you all so much. I will be back around New Year's. And then be back right before my birthday. And I hope you guys have a very, very, very Merry Christmas. A Happy New Year. A Happy Holiday. Shoot this up before the New Year. Hey! Thank you so much, Garnet. Been a big supporter. Thank you so much, as always. I appreciate everyone. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much for your love and support. And we'll be back very soon to count in the new year. And I am excited. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Happy everything. And I appreciate all your love and support. Without further ado, time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.